Hello and welcome back to Mystic Mooncraft. Hey, it's Anna, and today we are embarking on an enchanting journey into the world of lunar magic. The moon has long been a powerful symbol in witchcraft, representing cycles, intuition, and the ebb and flow of energy. uh, In this video, we're going to explore how to connect with lunar deities, understanding the significance of the moon phases, and discover the best ways to set intentions aligned with lunar cycles. Whether you're a seasoned practitioner or just starting out, this exploration will deepen your connection to the moon and enhance your mystical practice. So let's get going. The moon has fascinated humanity for centuries, really, since the beginning of time. And its cycles have been observed and honored in various cultures around the world. In witchcraft, the moon serves as a powerful symbol of intuition, emotion, and the divine feminine. The moon's phases influence our energy and can guide our magical workings. Each phase brings unique energies that can be harnessed for different purposes. The new moon, a time for new beginnings, setting intentions, and planting seeds for future growth. It's a fantastic time to go ahead and cut cords with what is no longer serving your best and highest good. Say that you are still energetically connected to someone from your past. You want to release that energetic connection. The new moon or the dark moon, which is less than 10% leading up to the new moon and up to 10% of the waxing moon before after the new moon, before the new moon and after the new moon. 10%, less than 10% luminosity within the moon, lumens. This would be a fantastic time for you to do any cord cutting rituals, any baneful work. We'll talk about that later. Whether or not you choose to participate in hexes, curses, or baneful magic, this would be the time to do just that. It's also a good time to set intentions. So, going ahead and getting your sigils ready, going ahead and writing out what it is that you want to receive as the moon grows. And you can continue doing this up until the full moon, the waxing moon. And this is the energy of from the new moon to the full moon, simply put. The waxing moon, the energy builds, okay, as we move toward the full moon, making it ideal for manifestation and attracting in what it is that we desire. If you missed my video about manifestation, go back and take a look at that because we talk about not only working with the moon, but also with energies as well and frequencies. Now, the full moon, which is the peak of energy. It's perfect. It's perfect for releasing what no longer serves us, performing rituals, and celebrating abundance. This is really harnessing all facets of the moon herself. So that which you were not able to do on the dark moon, you could potentially do during the full moon. This is whenever the moon is at its most powerful. During the new moon, I will go ahead and let you know. It has quite a powerful effect on me still. You may find, okay, the term lunacy is, or lunatic, derives from the light of the full moon. Many people associate it with a time of, more babies are born during this time. Okay, whenever there's a full moon. When there's a full moon, more crimes occur. When there is a full moon, it seems like people are more emotional. And that is very true, especially for me. Now, I have not always been that way. It is only after I have been observing the moon and talking with her and with interacting with her and charging things by the light of the moon, working in my practice and connecting more fully with the moon, that I've seen a greater shift in my emotional status surrounding the full moon. And big events like eclipses. The waning moon, which is a time for reflection, banishing negativity, and letting go of habits or situations that have been holding us back. And I would also say that the waning moon is especially for me, it's about giving gratitude for that which I have received during the waxing moon phase, from the new moon all the way to the full moon. So, saying giving attribution and saying thank you on the new moon and the full moon. One of the things that I do is give offerings to my deities, all four of them. And that may be something that you choose to do. If you have a deity or if you work with a particular entity, this would be a good time to do that on the new moon and the full moon. But again, the waning moon is when the moon is getting smaller and we're having time to reflect and think and about what we want to see or manifest for the upcoming lunar cycle. Doesn't mean that it stops. It just means that we have a time to rest and reflect on what was brought in, how our manifestations worked, how our spells worked or did not work. And again, if you are wanting to do any sort of baneful magic, then this would be a time to prepare for that during the waning moon. Many cultures for centuries have associated deities with the moon, each embodying different aspects of lunar energy. Connecting with these deities can enhance your lunar practice and provide guidance and support in your magical workings. And this is not strictly for if you were to call yourself a lunar witch. I, as an eclectic practitioner, incorporate a lot of different, including lunar magic, into my practice. Sort of a catch all. Anything that calls to me, then I will incorporate it into my practice. If I see that it's not working, then I reassess and perhaps shift focus. Okay? This is a very personal path that you are walking, and it's going to be different for everyone. Choose what speaks to you on a personal level, on a spiritual level, a psychic level, and an emotional level. So, some of the lunar deities are Selene, which is a Greek goddess, the goddess of the moon, often depicted driving her chariot across the night sky. May have been an inspiration for that caricature of witches riding across the full moon at midnight. Selene symbolizes intuition, dreams, and the cycle of life. We see that very well represented in a lot of the deities, as the moon does indeed have a 28-day cycle in which it appeared to the first humans here on Earth to die and then be reborn again. It's a symbol of the cycle of life. The cycle of the moon mirrors that very perfectly, and you'll see that in a lot of deities. Luna, which is the Roman goddess counterpart. She's the Roman counterpart to Selene. Luna, which is where we get the name lunatic, lunacy, lunar, all of those. She represents the moon's nurturing qualities and is often associated with femininity and fertility. The moon is, after all, a symbol of the feminine, and that is because our cycle, when we are in our youth or in our prime or up until we see menopause, is a 28-day cycle if it is a regulated cycle. Some will even see their cycle sync up with the moon herself. All right. And my apologies because this is Japanese and I do not speak Japanese, and therefore I will most likely mispronounce this. Tsukuyomi, a moon god in Shinto belief. Tsukuyomi represents the duality of light and darkness, embodying both calm and chaos. So, very similar to the moon card in Tarot or the high priestess who has the triple moon crown sitting between two pillars of light and dark. It is about integrating both both the darkness and the light, which is why a lot of people choose to work with lunar goddesses whenever they are doing shadow work, whenever they are working with their own hidden desires or repressed emotions. That is one of the benefits of working with one of the goddesses of the moon. Caradwen, which is a Celtic goddess, the goddess of wisdom, transformation, and the moon. Caradwen, Caradwen, is associated with the cauldron of inspiration and the cycles of life and death. To connect with these deities, consider creating a small altar dedicated to them, just with as with any other goddess or deity. Incorporating items that resonate with their energies, like crystals, herbs, symbols. You can also call upon these deities during your lunar rituals, inviting their guidance and their support. Okay, now that we understand the significance of the lunar cycles and the deities associated with them, let's explore how to set intentions that align with these powerful energies. Choose your moon phase. So decide which phase of the moon is best for your intention. If you're calling something in, then it would be the dark moon or the new moon to the full moon. That period of waxing, of bringing things in, of things growing and expanding. For example, the new moon for new beginnings, and the full moon for releasing any negativity, and also the waning moon for giving thanks for all that you have received in that time of growth and expansion whenever the moon is growing full. I have a calendar that is, and you can find this really anywhere, a witch's calendar. Just Google it. You can find one, or you can create your own, really, honestly, that will show when the new moon and the full moon is. And it's important also to know which sign it is in. Why is that important? Because if we have a new moon, say in Aquarius, then we may be wanting to pay attention to our let's say Pisces. Okay, a full moon in Pisces, we may be wanting to pay attention to our intuition. Dreams are often heightened during the full moon as well, especially in intuitive signs like Cancer or Pisces. Think Cancer and Piscean energy being the moon card, the High Priestess, which speaks to signs and synchronicities, dreams, and that sort. So clarify your intentions. Write down your intentions as clearly as possible, and positively. Be specific about what you want to manifest. For example, instead of saying, I want to be happy, try to say, or I want change. Probably one of the most unpredictable things that you can manifest. I want things to change. Well, you didn't say how. Okay. Think of your intentions almost like it doesn't have to be as specific as legalese or writing down every specific thing. I mean, that's good. That's a lot to fit on a piece of paper. Okay, so yeah, be specific, but be vague enough to allow the universe to bring in what is for your best and highest good. Say instead of I want to be happy, I invite joy and positivity into my life. I am deserving of joy and positivity in my life. What I ask from the universe is for things to work out for my best and highest good, something in that vein. So customize it to exactly what you're dealing with. If you are dealing with a specifically difficult situation and you say, that you're experiencing difficulty at work, and you say, I set my intention, hear me now, I call in the ability to control the things I can, the ability to know the things that I can't. What is meant for me is shall not pass me by, and what is not meant for me shall clearly not stay. If you're experiencing someone that is throwing negativity your way, you may set about doing a return to sender spell and saying, okay, during the waning moon, you may say, during this time, or this energy is mine, it cannot stay, I return to thee, so mote it be, or however you want to close that out, something like that. Create a ritual. All right, develop a simple ritual that resonates with you, and this could be simply lighting a candle. I keep these lit all of the time. Whenever I am in my space here, this is my practitioner's space. And that's another thing that I would say is designate a space that you feel is yours. It's comfortable. It has the items that you need. It is something that makes you feel calm, where you feel like you can center yourself and ground yourself. A lot of these rituals can involve using crystals. Okay, this is opalite. I also have, well, actually, I have moonstone here on my wrist, so I wear this all of the time. We'll get into crystals, okay? If that's something that you guys want to learn more about. These are aura crystals, okay? I believe this one is called angel aura quartz. These are aura quartz crystals, smoky quartz crystal, amethyst, opalite. We have selenite here, which corresponds to one of my deities. We'll talk about why there's a bit of red on this as well, in an upcoming video, if you're interested. All right, selenite towers, which are for cleansing, and then I have a host of other. Oh gosh, I mean, even in here, I mean, yeah. This is my charging bowl. Okay, so many different types of crystals do I keep in here. Okay, that are associated with prosperity, wealth, abundance, clear thinking. Okay, clear quartz, power, bravery. Okay, intuition. All of these have different meanings. So if you are wanting to utilize one of these, then I would suggest learning more about the and then selenite charging. Also, especially during the not sure if I can show this on camera, but during the dark moon, removing anything. So this is a black obsidian kunai, and this would be used for cutting away any kind of attachments that I have that I no longer want to, and I would actually go into a meditative state and visualize those. So these are a lot of things that I would recommend that you do on the new moon or during the waning moon. So know your it's why it's important for us to know how the cycles of the moon can enhance. It's not to say that this will not work at any other time. It's just to say that it is more potent, okay, during those times. Okay, at least for me, I find. If you have a different opinion, then please, by all means, drop that in the comments down below. Yeah, this could be lighting a candle using crystals or incorporating herbs that align with your intention. Consider saying your intention out loud, visualizing it as if it has already come to fruition. And that is one of the things that we can do to aid in our manifestation, is to say that I want to have a less stressful workplace. And I'm going to set the scene in my mind, and I'm going to role play as if I were walking into work that morning, and everyone, the energy is just calm, and I walk into my office, sit down at my desk, and for the entirety of the day everything is calm, serene. There is no conflict, no nothing. If that is something that you want to do, if you are manifesting in wealth, try and visualize what that looks like for you. What is your lifestyle? Okay, incorporate visualization, all the five senses: taste, touch, smell, hearing, yeah, sensations of emotions in your body. Another way that you can do this is to script, so to actively script out. And one of the greatest examples of this is the book Oleander Oasis. I wrote this during a time whenever I was feeling exceptionally frustrated in the relationship that I was in, that was not conducive to a happy or harmonious household. And I literally scripted the woman, the main character in the book, selling her house, her and her daughter moving away, even the daughter's personality, the woman's personality, the man that she meets, and all of that ended up coming true. Yeah, I ended up selling my house. I ended up moving out and just starting an entirely new life. Maybe not exactly in the way that it was written in the book, but the base aspects of that did come to fruition. So sitting down and really writing a detailed narrative of today I went into work, set the date even for a future date. Today I went into work and I am so grateful that things are working out. Make sure to add those gratitudes in there. That goes a long way with the universe. Giving thanks for something that has not yet already happened lets the universe know that when they do deliver, when your deities do deliver, whenever, whatever delivers your manifestation to you, that you will be grateful for that which has been provided to you. Keeping a journal is a fantastic way to keep up with your manifestations. So, say that we have the new moon in Capricorn, and I sit down and I script and I manifest. I will write down what it is that I have manifested, the date that I manifested it, the new moon, if it is a new moon, if it is a full moon, whatever the case be. And I will go back and take a look at that and I will say, oh, wow, I manifested this. Have I been, and there is also the aspect of meeting the universe halfway. Have I been putting in the work, effort, time, and attention to whatever this is that I have manifested so that I can see it come to fruition? Or have I just been expecting it to be given to me? Keeping a journal is a great way to note what you have manifested and what you are seeking to expect. Make notes. Did this come to fruition? Did this it's similar to keeping a journal. I have a whole shelf full of journals from, oh, I think the oldest is 1995. Yeah, I've been journaling for a long, long time. And it's personal journals, but I started keeping a manifestation journal with the same intention to log everything that I manifested and to see how it came to fruition, if it came to fruition, and what I could have done differently. Okay, so keeping that lunar journal to track your intentions, your rituals, and experiences with each moon phase is really going to be important whenever you are reflecting on your journey and help you recognize patterns and ways that you can grow. Embrace each cycle. Understand that just as the moon goes through cycles, we do too. Okay, so be patient with yourself and recognize that not all intentions manifest instantly. I want to make this clear. The reason why I keep this journal is because I will set an intention for the new moon in Capricorn. Guess what? It's going to take 6 months to see the full moon in Capricorn. In that entire time, it's not just about from new moon to full moon, all right, in 1 month. It's not about those 14 days. Don't expect, you may have success in small wins throughout those 6 months. Log those down. But it will take, if you manifest on a new moon in a particular sign, it can take up to 6 months for you to see that come to fruition. So be patient with yourself and your manifestations. This is where trust in the universe comes in. And I've talked about this before. Letting your spells work, not constantly sitting there and messing with them. Not continuing to cast one after the other, after the other, after the other, say for 5 days in a row and say, okay, one of these had to work. Well, which one? Do you know? Which one, which adjustment did you make? Was it the energy that you were putting into the sigil? Was it the ingredients that you used? Carefully note all of that down. And that's why we have, or we keep, a book of shadows, a journal, a grimoire, whatever it is that you would like to call it. Stay connected. Engage with your local community and online groups focused on lunar magic if that's something that you are drawn to. Sharing experiences, including this community, all right? Be very vocal about it in the comments. I would love to know how your experience with lunar magic has been and any tips that you have to share that have worked for you. I am a forever learner and I encourage you to do the same. Always be open to new possibilities of thinking in a way or trying something new, as long as it aligns with your morals, your ethics, your beliefs, and your standards. Share your experience and learn from one another. You can drastically deepen your practice. There may be something that someone has done that you have never thought of before. Lunar magic is a powerful tool that allows us to connect with the rhythms of nature and the universe herself. By understanding the moon's cycles, connecting with lunar deities, and setting clear intentions, we can harness this energy to manifest our desires and empower our magical practice. I encourage you to explore these practices in your own life and observe the lunar cycles and how they influence your energy and intentions, and for no other reason than just to view the moon. Uh, Watch it rise over the horizon if you have the opportunity to. Over the ocean is probably the most beautiful experience that I get to experience. Is watching the moon rise over the horizon, over the ocean. It's absolutely gorgeous. I encourage you to, like and subscribe, especially if you found this video helpful or inspiring in any way. And in the comments down below, be respectful, but absolutely share your experience working with the moon and any lunar deities that you have worked with or would like to work with or learn more about. And if there are any other topics that you would like for me to give you a brief overview. And as always, I say this is a brief overview to kind of introduce you to different aspects of your magical practice that you may want to incorporate. If you feel like something does not fit within your magical practice, absolutely do not use it. Okay? This is an open area where you can choose what resonates with you and what does not. Just like with tarot, if it's not resonating with you, then it's not something that is a necessity. All right. With that in mind, guys, thank you so much for being here today. And as always, may your path be illuminated with moonlight and magic. Take care, and I'll see you guys again here soon.